Hey there, good day to you. You know all about wildfires there in the US, in California in particular, of course, but Siberia is not a place you would expect to find them. But they are there. They were particularly bad this summer, and that's got people worried. Wildfires and a record-breaking 108 degrees in a part of the world you might not expect. These sunbathers are in Siberia, posing on Instagram, cooling off on a glacier. The world's coldest region has been warming up.
Lately, it seems like the warming started to be more pronounced in the permafrost regions, especially in Alaska and in Siberia.
What has scientists worried is that the fires themselves cause warming, meaning more fires. The permafrost is about 4 feet below the surface and several hundred meters deep. It is 50% water. As the name permafrost suggests, permanently frozen. Now it is melting, literally moving the ground. Newton Alexeyev lives in Yakutsk, a city of around 350,000. Built on permafrost, where the smoke of wildfires is clogging up the air and buildings are starting to crack.
This house went down because permafrost was melting. Do you see the ground level? It's much higher than the windows. It became a swamp. Do you see these cracks? That means like one part of the building went down. This part of the parking lot is lower than this.
And that's different from the past?
Yes.
It's not just Newton's hometown. If the ground melts, thousands of pipelines, roads, railways will collapse. The shifting ground endangering this nuclear plant, opening up huge sinkholes. Just recently, a massive oil spill from a destabilized storage tank. Sergei Zimov has been watching the permafrost deteriorate over the last decades. He lives out in the wilds of Siberia. He says vast ancient forests and long-extinct mammoth herds are buried in the permafrost and fears that the organic material will come up in the thaw. His scientist son, Nikita, spoke to me from there.
It's the roots of grasses, which preserved in permafrost. And it was frozen for tens of thousands of years.
Scientists say the melting permafrost will send greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, fueling global warming. Another fear is that ancient viruses may emerge too.
They can be preserved for a long, long time in a frozen state. And upon thawing, they may come back to life. And some of them could be dangerous.
It will change the landscape and people's lives everywhere, says Nikita. Tell me, what have you been seeing?
When I was a kid, I remember only one thunderstorm in my entire childhood. Now they are quite common and every summer. My local town, where I basically grew up and went to school, probably, I think, majority of buildings will collapse down to the ground.
A slow-moving earthquake caused by humans, fires raging across vast landscapes. They are apocalyptic images, and yet in this faraway part of our world, they are real. The melting permafrost is just one of the ways that people are worried about our environment, our climate, our planet. President-elect Biden has promised to get back into the Paris climate agreement, but that, he has said himself, is just a small step now, really. A lot more needs to be done to address that issue in Siberia and many, many more. Back to you.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.